funky.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's Gary bringing you guys the top 5 designs of the week number 27. And I'm going to apologize now this came out a few hours late. If you guys are up on the hype train and have my alerts on, you guys didn't see my video get uploaded today. I'm having a lot of computer issues actually with there's like random softwares like Camtasia, Audacity. It's like programs like that aren't working because I upgraded my Windows to like Windows build 1607, and for some reason it just crashed everything. And it's just been like a super big hassle to kind of get videos out for you guys. However, I started to get it working again, so I'm going to be uploading as many tutorials as I can daily and get you guys videos. And I want to say thank you guys so much for just helping me grow with subscribers. I have 10,700 right now as I'm making this video, and it's just absolutely insane. So without that, let's have some top 5 designs. Let's get right into it. So the 5th spot, we have this Finks, and I want to say Finks because I think that's how you pronounce it, or Fix. And he made a Twitter header for Silver Pib, and overall I'll give you a 7.0, and it's a really dope style. I have to give you that. The reason why I didn't give it such a bigger score or more of a higher placement was because of just some things that I wasn't too much of a fan of. Like the background stocks looked a little bit awkward. The person itself looked a little bit too much contrast and exposure. And I feel like you could have toned down the CC a little bit and maybe made it pop out a little bit more, cleaned it up a bit. But overall, it's a really dope style. I do like how you added that big text in the background that says Pib, and it really helps placement, and it really helps bring your eye towards the text, and also have that kind of go with the bright oranges and the darks on the girl's outfit. So overall, man, you did a really good job, and I'm gonna have to give you a 5th spot and a 7.0. So the 4th spot, we have Fenner Arts, and he did something for DZ Waters. And basically, this is a really clean kind of 3D and 2D manipulation style. And I'll give you a 7.6 on this just because of how you put everything together. I thought it was done very well. I'm not too much of a fan of this kind of style. I feel like there's a little bit too less going on. You could have added a little bit more. But overall, the stocks in the background did really well. I like how you added that really big contrast colors. How red and white go really well together, and how that text has a really big exposure on the layer style to help bring everything out. You could have toned down that CC just a little bit and that drop shadow on the leader of DZ Gaming. But other than that, you did a really good job. I enjoy the little lightings you did in the background and then the top and bottom just to kind of bring your eye towards it. And of course, the particles everywhere to kind of make it look like a depth field. So good job on that one, Fenner, and good job on 4th spot. So the 3rd spot, we have Remake Designs, and I gave him an 8.6 on this super dope, clean 2D header. And I really love looking at these kind of headers because it's just so amazing how you guys can make something so clean. And I hope he's really proud of this because I'm super stoked on putting this into my top 5. Overall, you did a really good job, man. There's a reason why I didn't give you such a higher score. It was just because of the way you kind of put things. I thought that you could have sized everything a little bit better and made the spacing a little bit more. If you guys can notice on the left side, the subscribe on YouTube, to Twitch, to Instagram, everything is basically spaced out. Like let's say it's an inch, but on the right hand side of my Junkies, EGL, and Clutch Gaming, that's all spaced like let's say a 1/4 inch. So you guys can see that big difference between that, and the Clutch Gaming doesn't really end where the Dare Rising does on the left hand side, and everything doesn't really line up that well. So that's just a little bit thing that I had a problem with. Also, that text below says Dare Rising and Dare to Achieve. I know it's very hard to add text in these kind of 2D styles, but you did a really good job with that one. You could have done something a little bit different, but overall, you did a really good job on this, man. So I gave you a 3rd spot and an 8.6. So the 2nd spot, we have BehrDesign, and he did another really dope kind of 3D style Twitter header. And if you're watching this right now, first of all, I want to say this is a really dope style, but you should really take this and try to make a whole flash banner a part of it, because for yourself, this is a really dope style and how it's just so orange, and how the electricity, goes around everything. It's really dope, and I have to give you that, man. Everything looks really well done and well placed. There's a couple things I wasn't too much of a fan of, was like the background stocks a little bit too much less of that would have done a bigger kind of job, and those little particles and sparks looked a little bit too much with the RGB split, but you could have toned that down a little bit, maybe added a little bit more blur and maybe a little bit more saturation, and everything could have been popped out a lot more and made it a little cooler. Last thing is, next time you do these kind of banners, take a brush and wrap around the electricity and kind of make it glow on the text, so make it's in front of the text or behind it, just to kind of create that depth field and make everything blend in a lot more. So overall, man, you did a really good job. I gave you a 9.0 and a 2nd spot. So the 1st spot, we have Mac Graphics, and he actually did a modeling and a motion video, and he's a video effects person, and overall it's a really dope style, guys, so we're going to watch this together right now. I am back, guys, and overall, man, this is a really dope style, and I really have nothing bad to say about this at all. I gave you 9.8 in a first spot on this, and if you guys are really into modeling and stuff like this, go check out his channel. He has a couple tutorials, I'm pretty sure, and also more videos. But to talk about your modeling and your placement and the whole video and everything like that, it was done extremely well. I love the whole entire thing. You know, it made it look like kind of like a promo to a really interesting, you know, movie or something like that, maybe like a Transformers kind of movie. About the whole entire thing though, the color correction that you used, it kind of left like a green or a blue hue on it. It was kind of like a lighter blue. Temperature wise, it would be more towards the blues, but it just left that weird kind of hue on it, and it looked a little bit awkward. You could have also brought out those kind of red lights a little bit more. It looked a little bit too dull, and your lighting was extremely well, and everything else looked really nicely done. The timing for some of the text and some of the sound effects and some of the other stuff, you know, was a little bit off, but obviously I'm not going to kill you about that one. You did a really good job overall, man, and no, I have nothing bad to say about it other than that. So guys, if you want to be a part of the next week's top 5, please submit your portfolios, your video effects, your intros, your motion design, anything you guys have, please submit it into the top 5 form in the description below. And I look at every single one, guys, so please feel free. If you guys are a little skeptical about submitting it, just do it anyway. You never know, one of your things in your portfolio could be the best thing I've ever seen. So overall, guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's top 5. Thank you all for submitting, and thank you guys so much for 10,000 plus subscribers. You know, it's just insane how fast we're growing. We're gonna have 11K in like a few weeks, so thank you guys so much for that. I'm sorry about the whole kind of waiting with the upload stuff. I'm going to be going back to my hopefully daily upload schedule. But other than that, guys, it's been Garrett, and have a really nice day. Peace out.